All right, y'all, welcome back. It's Albert LaBelle. And a little while back I mentioned that I hang on to this old school homemade disc detainer pick. Now this one was sent to me by Daz Evers a long time ago. And as you can tell probably by looking at it, it was homemade. But I do hang on to it because this one here, I have no qualms with modifying it. As you can see probably that I've modified it several times already. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but like I said, this one here, I don't mind having to modify it. I'll change the tips out. I'll grind it smaller if I need to fit different locks. I've bent these things in, the fork, just to fit smaller locks. But I hang on to that for that, because although I do have the silver bullet, I wouldn't dare take a grinder to this thing. I also have the Sparrow's disc pick, which I have made my own tip for, but other than that, it's pretty standard. But this one here, I can torture it because I didn't spend a lot of money on it. And it's, you know, like I said, I'm not afraid to modify it. So, recently, I came across this old lock that I've had sitting around in the drawer, and it's a small disc detainer lock, as you can see. Wynn's 30mm. I like the graphics they got on the back. I hope this will focus in on them because they're kind of funny. They show a lock with maybe the wrong keys trying to be used. Then they show the lock with a saw. But if you notice, let me grab a pointer. Almost looks like the lock is happy. Maybe it's just laughing at the saw, because it does say it's got a quenched high hardness shackle up here. Treatment with long life, internal structure of the body is firm with high safety factor, whatever that means. But yeah, I like the graphics. This one here, he's just kind of getting hit with a crowbar or something. He's just kind of smug. And then over here, he's laughing at the drill, it looks like. They're trying to drill it out. Really neat graphics. But yeah, so, like I said, I decided to play with it a little bit. And once again, I had to modify this dude to fit that smaller. You can see probably by the picture there, it's pretty small. But I was able to modify that pick right there to fit this one too. It is double ball locking, so it is a real cool miniature disc detainer lock, I think. It's just pretty neat. You know, obviously not the toughest lock in the world, but it is kind of cute, if I can use that word. But yeah, you can see by the key here. And these cheaper locks, usually those key cuts in here, they usually don't matter because the gates on them are so big. All you got to do is get it close. So let's see what we can't do with this thing. Let's rotate all the discs clockwise. Let's put our very modified tool in there. And some tension, and let's see if we can't pop this puppy here. If I can find the, there we go. Just like that. You see how easy that was? And I'll tell you why. Well, I did tell you why. The gates on most of them, your cheaper disc detainer locks, the gates on the discs are so wide that you just need to get it close when you're picking them. So these cuts right here on the key, they probably don't even matter. You could probably use a blank key in this. Or a key that's even just remotely close to this would open this lock. Because again, those gates that you need to get where the sidebar is to open the lock, they're huge. So you just need to get it close and that lock will open. So that's how easy that was. But yeah, if you got an old disc detainer, you know, a homemade disc detainer lock pick, don't get rid of it just because you get the fancier tools, okay, the better tools. Because you never know when you're going to need it. I'm not afraid to modify it. I'll tear that sucker up if it means getting into a lock. So there you go. That's how you pick a small Wynn's, the best quality atomic lock, well, atomic lock series. Wow. But again, aren't the graphics cool? I got a kick out of it. All right, so there you go. That's how you do it, folks. Don't get rid of your old tools. You can modify them. All right, thank you all so much for tuning in. I highly appreciate it. Remember, if you're not subscribed yet, you need to do so because all the cool people are doing it, and you don't want to be left out. There you go.